Guys and dolls, Freedom Dad here, and just a wee walk and a talk. Just talking about what's in my head, as usual, you know. Just a couple of points I want to bring up about the demo yesterday. I want to say this because I've never seen this before, and the police were so respectful. When I was in the other pen, the far left pen, they came out to speak to me, and they were really decent. You know, they thanked me more than they needed to thank me. I've never had that. We don't get that. The Patriots don't get that in England or Scotland. We just get abuse and like grilled at. You know what I mean? Like they're not part of our society at all. Like they're totally different human beings from us. They're not. They're representing us. They're not there to protect us. You know what I mean? But you know, the thing is, guys. Seconds, there's just a dog, another dog. You calm down. It's a puppy, a wee puppy, and I'm trying to train her, so I am. Come on, kid. And then I had a chat with the police officer who was in charge, just to get the feeling of what was going on. You know what I mean? See, if there wasn't another dog there, I would let him go, just to get the feeling of what was going on. Like, calm down, calm down. I can't let you off. You're going to see who this is. So, yeah, and I mean, so respectful. I'm really blown away by how respectful the PSNI were towards us yesterday. And I don't think you realise it, some of you guys, because you aren't doing the other demos. You haven't been in the other demos. You don't see how the police behave towards us Patriots in the mainland. It is night and day, please believe me. So, yeah, it's, come on. The other thing I want to talk about is Paul Thorp, by the way. And I love Paul Thorp. I think he's a good lad. And he's just out of his depth, that's all, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of people are going to be criticising him. And let me just see, I want to speak to this guy. All right, buddy. Is the dog all right? Is the dog all right?
He's aggressive, mate.
Aggressive?
Other dog.
Oh, mate, sorry. And is that why you're holding on there? Fuck, sorry, mate. I won't be long. I'm just going to take a wee...
No, walk away, mate.
You sure? All right, cheers, man. Come on, you.
Far away.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. Thanks, mate. So, yep. Come on, you. Hey, come on. It's just a puppy, you know what I mean? She just wants to play. Yeah. Come on. So, I've just got the back bonfire. It's getting built, and I'm just walking around the bonfire field, guys. Come on, girl. Come on. He's going to get a lot of flack. I understand that, you know what I mean? And I am going to be a bit of a devil's advocate here. I'm sorry, Paul. But, you know, I'm going to try and give you a bit of advice. I understand exactly what you're talking about. I understand where you're coming from, the division, the egos, the too many chiefs. Everybody knows better. He wants to speak, he's not allowed to speak. Don't speak to him, don't speak to that. I get that. I've seen that myself. One of the reasons why we're all pulling away. Totally understand it. As far as the security thing with the police, mate, that's part and parcel. You know, we're from Belfast. That's what we deal with, you know. That is something that you have to get used to if you're going to do this. You cannot walk away because of that. You must have knew that was coming, you know. We grew up with that, you know. I can't say what security I have to take because that would be stupid, you know what I mean? But please believe me, you know, you've just got problems from the police and the government. Some of us have got problems from the police, the government, on both sides of our communities. And it's not easy, but we're here for our children. Come on, girl. We're here for our children, and we're here for the future of our lands. And you've always got to remember that. That's what always, and I know, and this is what I'm going to say to Paul. I know how hard it is because you're not brought up in Belfast. You're not a terrorist. You've never been a terrorist. But you're being treated like a terrorist. You're being treated how we get treated. That's what's happening, you know. And I know you're not used to that, mate. I understand. But what you got to understand is this. You're a patriot. You've got children. You've got grandchildren. And most of all, you've got a community that loves you. We will always be behind you and we will always support you. But please believe me, we understand how difficult it is, how hard it is, especially when it's coming from all directions. Please just take a breath, relax. Come to Northern Ireland on the 11th of July. Come and join our community. Take some footage of our bonfires. Join in on our 12th of July celebrations. Get involved in other parts of your countries. Meet other people from your countries. Get to know what other patriots are doing in all the countries. Let's all communicate. Let's all network. And let's all be there for each other. I understand. We all understand how difficult it is, but I don't think people where I am right now in Northern Ireland or Ireland truly understand how difficult it is for you guys on the mainland in Scotland, England and Wales. And like I say, I've seen the difference, the way our PSNI treat us compared to how you're, I don't know what to call them over there. You know, I've done videos about it. You know, I've spoke about it. How I don't think the police represent the community anymore, and they're a military wing of the government. And you know, that's just the way it is. You can see how you get beat, how you get pushed with shields, how they treat you compared to how they treat the minorities. When the Muslims came out, you've seen the difference. They won't even use horses or dogs in case it affects their religion. Is that what? Are you off your fucking nuts? You know what I mean? This is Britain and Ireland. We are a Christian country. You know, we are not going to treat anybody different because they've got a different religion. When it comes to civil disorder, you come onto our streets and riot. You get treated exactly the way we treated. We get bit by dogs and run down by horses. How dare you? How dare you treat your men, and over there England, how dare you treat your men and women like that? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Every single one of you Metropolitan Police have come out with your batons and your shields against their own civilians. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Arresting 73-year-old women, handcuffing her behind her back, never been arrested in their life. Shame on you all. Disgraceful behaviour. Your children will know what you've done. Your wives, everybody in your family going forward, because they'll all know what you're in. They all know you're in the Metropolitan Police. And we will let them all know exactly who you are. We will never forget, and we will never, ever go away until things are fixed in all our countries. I'm gonna go because I'm so wound up at the way civilians are being treated in all our countries right now, and it's disgraceful, absolutely disgraceful. And it's time to change our government. It's time to get the private school boys out that have been destroying our communities, and get the working class people from your areas to represent you and what you believe in and what you want your country to look like in 20, 30, 40, 50 years time for your children and your grandchildren. And that should be the only reason you're voting these people in, and it's the only way we're going forward. Everything else will get sorted out after that, okay? All the money that we need for everything we need, we will sort that out. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure our future is correct for our children when we leave this country. I'm Freedom Dad. God bless every single one of you.